What is happening, y'all? Welcome back. So, where we left off, been a day since I last played. Tried to shoot me in the bum. Remember, we got the second elevator unlocked, so we'll just head on down there and then continue. Hey, what? I really need to like lock in and just focus on this game because I'm trying to like get through this, but I have been on the biggest Magic the Gathering stint lately, just like building decks. I made a new deck for like every color archetype that was Final Fantasy themed, and I kept reworking the blue. You know, I like tried to make something with Go-Go, which is like very mana centric, but it would like duplicate active abilities of planeswalkers or creatures. That was kind of cool, but it felt a little too slow for me. And I was like, all right, well, let's do like let's try a toxic deck. So I'm trying doing that. Toxic Infect archetype. And once again, same thing. I was just kind of like, you know, this is okay, but I don't think this is really doing what I'm looking for. You know, it would just get out-tempoed a lot. So then I was like, you know what? I already have a couple artifact decks, but you know, artifact decks are always fun. Let me just make a new artifact deck. You know, the ones that I have already. One of them is like a dimmer Bolas Citadel type setup, which is cool, but interesting. And then the other one, it's like just all artifact synergy. Bit dated, you know, it has modular and some other fun stuff, but I don't really play it that much anymore. And so then I started looking at the new set, the Edge of Eternity, which is like new archetype called Spacecraft, where like you can contribute, like, tap a creature, and then the power of that creature will go, it'll turn into a charge counter to allow you to station the craft. And once the craft is stationed, it becomes like an artifact creature itself. Pretty cool looking set. So I was like, all right, let me try cooking up something with this. And it started off as like a Thopter combo set, so I'd like get Thopters out and then station the craft, and Thopters would buy me time. And then I was reading more into the mechanics of the set. Just cooked up this crazy warp-based set. So like the way it works now is like I'll drop a really expensive creature out that'll only cost me like 3 mana to play, but it'll come out as a 9/9, and at the end of the turn it has to get sacrificed back to me, but it's like 3 mana to get that out. Then I can immediately tap that with the Spacecraft, and that counts towards the station bonus of it. I wonder if I get over there. And it's, I'll just say this, it's cooking now. It went from like all these iterations, and now it's like I'll warp in this like 9/9 creature. Once he warps in, he taps it for a Spacecraft. I'll Voltaic Key, which allows me to then tap it a second time. I'll then use the new Tezzeret to tap it a third time. So these Spacecraft cards are immediately hitting the threshold they need to be manned and be used as creatures, and they all have like wow effects. Like one of them enters the board, destroy like a non-creature permanent of your choice, and then blast the entire board for 4 damage. One of them, anytime it attacks, it does like 100 damage to any target creature. And then on top of that, it's like a, no, they're all stacked. The one's like a 20/20 flyer, the other one's like a 10/10 flying trample. And yeah, it's good. It's good. But now that is all cooked up, I can spend more time focusing on my Fallen Feathers. Still got to do some tests, but that's like, it's become a really nice bedtime activity. Honestly, I used to like, I'd catch up on a show before bed, and lately, before I go to sleep, I'll just bust out the laptop and I'll just lay in bed and just tweak these decks in Moxfield, do some matches against myself, which I know sounds a little crazy. This is suspicious. What's up with all this loot? Like I'm walking into a trap. I'll just have like 2 tabs up and just play each deck to try and win. See, you know, where decks have what weaknesses they have, what looks like it could be improved on. been pretty fun. I mean, there's something that's really satisfying about, like, tweaking the decks and trying to maximize the potency of them. Yeah, okay, calm down with all that shit, man. We got rid of all of them. I knew there would be some sort of ambush. My bowels betray me. Damn. There's never a good context reading that sentence. So I do think the game it's seemingly running smoother. Go fast just for those curious with what we're working with. So I went with VSync on low latency and then had to do FSR at 50. And then, oh, the camera, what do we have for the camera? Standoff perspective, which I honestly can't really tell. It says, you know, the camera rotates with your character as you move left or right. Remains in the center of the screen as you move left or right. I think standoff is closer to how Souls camera works. Either way, though, like weird kind of visual jank I was experiencing near the start of the game, it's no longer there. Now it's feeling a lot more natural. What were y'all guarding over here? Must to be something you're protecting. A load of seeds, okay. A little slow to react there, but I'm okay with it. Bandit cave. What are you? Kinda looks like a Tengu, but not. This probably takes me back to where I was just at. Confirm. I think this will just go up to where I came from. Shrine right there. Yeah, I should definitely. Yep, right there. This is where I turned down to kill a dude. Okay, cool. drop down there and get some goodies. And then we'll rest and get back all of our healing. There we go. There we go. The enter the dream thing really threw me off at the start because I was like, enter the dream. I'm like, what are we entering? What does that trigger? I'm thinking we're about to come up on a boss fight though. I think it's going to be a double boss because this is throwing me off. Disciples of the Way, Wu Wei Zi, Ping Yang Ji, mates entwined, gone wicked spirits, by the authority I command thee. So I think maybe we're about to fight like a double spirit bro thing. You know what? It looks like a fight. Let me just re-prep. Oh, what if it's like two people fused into a giant centipede? There's at least one of them fused into a centipede.
I beseech you, deliver me from this fate. Sister, I've gathered the elixir ingredients. Only this fate remains.
Oh, okay. That's quick. Gonna burrow out from under. Yes, you are. Okay. So you really got to time that. It looked like he hit something and hurt himself. One more heal. Astral Blade +3. Use Temperance to buff spells. Pretty cool boss, but definitely on the easier side. Like it needed to whip the tail around a lot more, because we were able to just kind of chill on its ass and smack it around. I always try to stay like conscious of how I'm playing, because I know like, I don't know, I think back to like the AI limit playthrough, like I had a blast with that and ended up doing the spirit build, which was like that game's equivalent of magic, and I tore it up. But I was like, yeah, you know, the game's too easy. Like, it was way too easy. And then people were like, it was not too easy, this game's beating my ass. And I'm like, alright, well, maybe it's not, but I don't know. It's like, I feel like I'm at the point where I've played so many Souls-likes, there's just there's patterns that I will notice very quickly. And I'm like, oh, I need to do this. Let's see, discipline, potency of counter moves. Okay. Nothing there. In temper. Thought I picked up something. Let me look at all the items I picked up. Let's see. Bow blood I had. Faint red feather. Lost remains is new. Store health. Tao King for new products. Hio's Eye. Probably quest item. Longsword. Astral Blade. One-handed sword. Awakening Seal. Flickering Blade. Peachwood Blade from Zemwu Temple. Blade is engraved with the Big Dipper, bolstering one's magical powers. Magic at level 4 on it. You're 5 magic, 1 agility. You are just 4 magic, okay? So, the raw magic damage actually goes up quite a bit, and spell power goes up quite a bit. No, wait, never mind. Hang on, let me compare. Let me compare A to B. The magic's up 16, but I lose out on all the other attack effects. I mean, that'd still be good. Let me put some benedictions on there. Oh, this one is more magic oriented. Let me just put that in anyway. Skill. Cast the Zemwu Temple incantation to channel the mystic power of the weapon. Grant stacks of binding time, which accelerate regeneration of Skyborn might. Sufficient. And then flickering, which I don't like, but we're gonna probably pick up the new discipline skill. Level. Attacking with Skyborn Might, the second. Okay, so we got the Whirlwind. Oh, hang on, I can probably do Lost Remains. Yep, grab that. Bow Blood, increase the madness's incense duration. Okay, that. Oh, hang on. Increase madness incense duration. Increase the madness incense charges. Incense. I don't think I have madness incense. So I guess let's do that for now. Don't think it really matters that much. And then let me check out this move, see exactly what it does. $42.10. This says 49.19. The spell power is a little bit higher. Oh no, wait, I was looking at these wrong. This is saying my pre-order has more magic, but less spell power. Better magic damage, less spell power, less slash, blunt, and stab. Okay. So in that case, this is good if I just want raw magic damage hitting something. I want to actually dedicate cast. I assume I should Awakening Seal and then cast from there. Which, if that's the case, you should have that. And then you are more for straight fighting. So you should go for the discipline skill. Yeah. Well, but I don't know. This has better raw damage stats on it as well. This might just be a outright full upgrade for me. I mean, and it doesn't have the boom, 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 the nuke multi-slash. What is that called again? Phantom Flurry. Which Phantom Flurry is pretty cracked. I need to find some enemies. I want to test what the magic buff does for the sword, whether it's like sword damage that's buffed or my outgoing sword attack damage that's buffed. The only way to go is via tower. I'm glad I looked. I was looking away and grabbing a drink, and then I was like, hang on a second. The old elevator trick. Okay, this should work. So let me do this. For 106. Probably should have rested. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's buffing. It didn't really seem like it did much for me right there. Where did I get up to here? Was it just that item that I grabbed and that's all? I got the full heal still. During spending might during the duration. Okay. So it's basically the idea is I pop that and then I begin like spam casting, which then will quicken up how fast I'm getting more might to cast with. So this is very much like dedicated spellcaster. You gotta use that and then focus on spending your... There's some stuff back inside too that I wanted to hit. Ooh. let's call this down. I'm going to hope that the top of the tower has a thing, a rest spot for me, a shrine. Ah, never mind. Just a mechanism to pull it up to here. I don't know. Anytime I'm like running up a hit hold like this in a game, my like first instinct is like, where's the boulder? Where and when is the giant boulder that's supposed to crush me going to happen? Because I know it's going to happen. It didn't.
Wuchang, you made it. How's the arm? No signs of worsening. Good. Here, take this medicine from the boatman. It supposedly suppresses the feathering. I tried it myself. It's safe. I traded it for a small knife I carried. Fair exchange. Nothing worth keeping anyway. Easily replaced at sea. Locals call this Doom Willow Beach. They say that the corpses of those who fall to feathering are left here. Piles of corpses rotting on these shores. The trees themselves have mutated because of it. I had planned to cross here to reach the Tang Emperor's palace. If only I hadn't lost my pack. It contained quite... Wow! Such a great find! Telescope, compass, everything seems intact. This will make things easier. And here, these are notes I made at sea. They're about you and by you. The road ahead is perilous. Take these I'll scout ahead, and leave pinwheel markers if I uncover any clues.
No, nothing that really matches up against what I got going on right now with the soul ritual. Some minor increases there, but magic, lightning, and fire significantly more damage. There's some good corruption resist on that. Yeah. Minor dips. Let's do, yeah, because corruption and blight resist, let's do that. It'll help to offset how fast that stuff. Now there's, and here's the pass that was burning before. Okay. Really should start using those things. The enemy is unique and has distinct weaknesses. For example, wooden enemies are vulnerable to fire. Those with metal are weak to lightning. Use your spell based on your enemy's weakness to gain advantage. Navigate to equipment tab under the system. Wait, what is this? Navigate to equipment tab. That's cool. So instead of scrolling, I can just quickly pull them up. Still would like more pages. 4 is not a lot of items. Oh, God! You son of a bitch. You fucking madmen. They did it. They finally did it. We have joked about the idea of a mimic bonfire for ages. And that was a mimic bonfire. Damn. Damn. That is amazing. bit of a lengthy run back. We're gonna wrap up here. I mean, there's no enemies on the way, so I'm just gonna run on back to that point, and then we'll resume from the Mimic Bonfire. But yeah, that was crazy. I'll catch y'all in a little bit.